welcome to another edition of Drive to the Championship presented by Mercedes-Benz. He's the pride of Hinsdale, Illinois, Todd Martin. I'm Kevin Skinner. Semifinal Saturday for the men's was electric, the first match especially. There's a lot they're going to remember about this match, Todd, especially the third game of the fifth set, a 21-minute, 29-point extravaganza that saw, well, Stanislav Wawrinka hold on against Novak Djokovic. But it was Djokovic who held on when it went to the fifth set.
Well, Stan Wawrinka controlled play the whole match. In fact, in the first set and a half, he was outshining Djokovic all the way through. But there's a nasty little thing in tennis called the finish line. And Stan Wawrinka got a glimpse of it in the second set, being up a set and a break. And that just made him blink. And then Djokovic seized the moment. Still, I really liked the way that Wawrinka played. I would have liked him to continue to play a little bit more aggressive. But more importantly, Djokovic in the final is going to have to play much more dictating tennis than he did today.
Now, Djokovic admitted that he was a bit nervous early, and Wawrinka sensed it, but couldn't make the most of it. The Swiss, unfortunately, loses in his first ever semifinal. And for Djokovic, he's in his fourth consecutive U.S. Open Championship match. So in the second semifinal, much of the same? Not really. It's much of the same in the sense that Rafael Nadal continued his winning ways. 21-0 this year on these hard courts as he took on Frenchman Richard Gasquet.
Well, Nadal is just on a mission, and his tennis has been tremendous throughout the year, especially on hard courts. And here at the U.S. Open, he has not blinked once. Richard Gasquet, the best performance of his career, all the way to the semifinals, U.S. Open, incredibly dangerous, but he's learned how to play consistent tennis as well. Today, he just didn't have the firepower to fight off Nadal, especially off the forehand wing. Nadal needs to be attacked to the backhand, and Gasquet's forehand wasn't up to that task.
Nadal, breaking news, broken for the first time in this tournament. In fact, if you go back to Cincinnati, he had held 88 consecutive games before finally Gasquet got over the line. So we indeed have 1 versus 2, as we did 2 years ago with these same two players, Djokovic versus Nadal. In fact, Todd, it's the third time in 4 years they're vying for the title against each other on the last day. How do you see this match?
I picked Djokovic a month ago. I'm going to stick with Djokovic. I believe he's due, and I also believe that the best matchup on the tour in the top ranks for Djokovic is Nadal. He knows exactly what he has to do against Rafael. He needs to play aggressive. He needs to take his chances, move forward, and take time away from Rafael. If he can do that effectively, he's proven that wins in the past. And I suspect he'll have another one on Monday.
Interestingly enough, Rafael Nadal's biggest rivalry most people think of is Roger Federer, who has a 21-10 record against. But it's not. It's Novak Djokovic. This will be their 37th meeting, with Rafa holding the edge 21-15. We do have one note. A championship has been decided already. Max Mirny won his third U.S. Open mixed doubles title with his third partner, Andrea Lavichkova of the Czech Republic. Congratulations to them. So we'll see if your opinion changes in 24 hours as we have our next edition of Drive to the Championship presented by Mercedes-Benz. The women's final will be decided on Sunday and then the men's championship on Monday. We hope to join us then.